At the break of dawn on April 6, 1862, the Union and Confederate armies clashed in what would become the bloodiest battle in Civil War history. The crafty Confederates maneuvered through hills and open land to surprise a sleepy Union army. The Union soldiers were unprepared in the early morning, only trying to keep warm by campfires and relax on the early Sunday morning. No matter how hard the Union fought, the Confederates were winning the first day. The Union was being pushed towards the Tennessee River. As desperation set in, General Grant told a second officer, General Prentiss, to form a wall of men. His idea was to hold off the Confederate army, but the line needed to hold strong or the battle would definitely be lost. The altercation that followed would become a pivotal battle of this Civil War. A battle within a battle, the Hornet's Nest, as it was later named, brought the Confederate Army into direct contact with Union battalions. While the larger Confederate Army tried several times to break the enemy lines, the Union men held their word, standing strong and resisting charge. By nightfall, the fighting had stopped, and it was found that General Johnston of the Confederate Army had not survived the battle. Though a great loss for the Confederates, Johnston was quickly replaced with General Beauregard, an overconfident general who already believed that this battle was won. On the other side, however, the Union Army was making major changes as well. Thousands of Union soldiers from other regiments were pouring in to back up the Union front. The vital Union help altered the battle's outcome, just as Johnston had once feared. General Grant and Buell's armies united, and now the Union's size nearly doubled. The Confederate Army, with this inevitable drawback, tried to fend off the Union counterattack. They would fail and were forced to retreat back to Corinth, Tennessee. Finally, the bloody Battle of Shiloh was over, but the aftermath would linger on for many years. The battle resulted in an enormous death toll and affected many lives. The Confederates and the Union both suffered from wounded, missing, and captured members. The Confederate casualties numbered 10,699. On the other side, there was a total of 13,047 Union casualties. Shockingly, the Confederate Commander Johnston and W.H.L. Wallace, the commanding general from the Union, also died during the battle. The Battle of Shiloh was more than bloody. It was religiously ironic. The image of Christian men ruthlessly killing each other on holy soil dynamically shifted the tone of the war. In hindsight, the plan to cut off the South was what led to this battle. But the ensuing Union conquest of Mississippi, Kentucky, and Tennessee was critical to the outcome of the war, because the land was the heart of the South and held Confederate railroad transportation. In the end, however, the two-day fight, producing more than 23,000 casualties, had left the ugliest blot on the history of this nation.